This is an AIDS charity initiative. Powered by the Malala Fund. Hello once again, children. If you have any questions about what you've learned today, please text 070-3630-3182.
This broadcast is for secondary school students. Hello, dear listeners. I am L.C.M Temitayo, your ACE Radio School English teacher. How are you today? Trust you're ready with your friends and writing materials. Today we shall continue with the topic Concord, which simply means agreement. Agreement between the subject and the verb in any sentence. So Concord simply means agreement. And the agreement is in what? In the what? Between the subject and verb in any sentence. We studied 2 rules of Concord in the previous lesson. So we'll learn 2 other rules for proper sentence usage. Are you ready? Get your writing material, call your friends as we roll. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. When the 2 singular subjects which are connected by the conjunction and and they both refer to the same person or thing, a singular verb follows. I'll explain. When you have 2 singular subjects in a sentence and they are connected by and those subjects are referring to the same person or thing, you use what? It agrees with a singular verb. Let's look at a couple of examples. Example 1. My brother and friend is very hardworking. My brother and friend is very hardworking. Now, let's take a look. Let's break it. The first singular subject is my brother. The second one is friend. Now, my brother is also my friend, and that is why it's referring to just one person. So it's a singular subject there. Okay? And of course, it goes with a singular verb, is very hardworking. Example 2. My teacher and mentor comes twice every week. My teacher, who is also my mentor, comes, singular verb, twice every week. So it's different from saying my teacher and my mentor. When you add another my again, it means you are talking of 2 different singular subjects, so it will take a plural verb. But here we're saying when the 2 singular subjects refer to the same person, it takes a singular verb. Are you following? Good. So my teacher is also my mentor here. My brother is also my friend. So my brother and friend is very hardworking. My teacher and mentor comes twice every week. Very good. Rule number 4. When 2 or more singular subjects are joined by the following: neither nor, either or, a singular verb is used. I'll take it again. When you have 2 or more singular subjects in a sentence, and those subjects are joined by neither nor or either or, a singular verb is used. Take a look at the following examples. Neither Tanimu nor Hadiza qualifies for the award. So it is neither of them. So neither Tanimu nor Hadiza qualifies for the award. So qualifies is a singular verb here. Okay? Neither of them qualifies for the award. If we had said Tanimu and Hadiza, it will not be qualifies again. It should be a plural verb. Qualify for the award. Are you following? So when you see neither nor, no matter how many subjects, it goes with a singular verb. Sentence 2. Either the teacher or the student speaks French fluently. Either the teacher or the student speaks French fluently. So if you take a look at this, either the teacher or the student, so it's either of them, okay? Speaks. So our verb, the verb that agrees with this particular subject is a singular verb, speaks. Good. Let's have a recap of what we learned today. Rule 3 and 4. So the rule 3 says when two singular subjects which are connected by and refer to the same person or thing, a singular verb follows. The fourth rule says when two or more singular subjects are joined by neither nor or either or, a singular verb is used. Test time. Hope you're ready. Good. Now listen to the instruction. Choose the correct verb to agree with the given subjects. My trainer and friend dash waiting for me. We have was, we have were. My trainer and friend dash waiting for me. If you are choosing was, you are very correct, because my trainer is also my friend in this case. So the two subjects are referring to the same person. So it goes with a singular verb, was. My trainer and friend was waiting for me. Sentence 2. Neither Emeka nor Musa dash computer games. In bracket we have play and we have plays. Neither Emeka nor Musa dash computer games. So if you are choosing plays, you're very correct, because it is neither of them. The use of neither nor, no matter the number of subjects, goes with a what? Singular verb. And the singular verb here is what? Plays. Number 3. Either the chairman or the director dash just arrived. We have has, we have have. So if you're choosing has, you're very correct. Either the chairman or the director has just arrived. So the use of either or, no matter the number of subjects, still goes with a singular verb. The use of neither nor goes with a singular verb. And of course, if the two subjects are referring to the same person or thing, like in the case of my trainer, who is also my friend, we use a singular verb. Kudos to everyone that had participated. Remember to be careful in choosing your verbs while composing sentences. Remember to think of your subject and ensure that your subject agrees with the verb you want to use, so that your sentence will be grammatically error free. The rules are very simple. The first thing to ask yourself while composing your sentence: how many subjects am I using? Am I joining it with a conjunction? And are these singular subjects or plural subjects? Remember, singular subject you always go with what? A singular verb, and plural subject you always go with a plural verb. Very good, everyone. I believe you have learned something new today. Well done. Till I come your way again, it's Adesomi saying bye for now.
This is an AIDS charity initiative. Powered by the Malala Fund.
Hello students, this broadcast is for secondary school students. My name is Mrs. Oluwashina Teniola, and I welcome you to today's math class on ACE Radio School. I must commend everyone who have taken out time to ask questions. Thank you so much for the feedbacks. Today, I will be teaching L.C.M. Did I just hear someone say, what is L.C.M? Not to worry. L.C.M means lowest common multiple. Yes, L.C.M means lowest common multiple. Let's start with the word multiple. Can you remember your days in the primary school when you read the multiplication table? For instance, we read the 2 times table like 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 6, 12, 2 times 7, 14, and so on. All the numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on are all multiples of 2. The most interesting thing is that if you divide any of these numbers by 2, it will give you a whole number. That is, there will be no remainder. So, multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18, 20, 22, 24, and so on. With what you have learnt about the multiple of 2, you should be able to give me the multiples of 3. You can go ahead by reading your 3 times table. 3 times 1, 3, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 3, 9. Great job! If you continue to read, you will find out that the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and so on. Beautiful! We now understand how to find multiples of numbers. We move further to find common multiples of numbers. When we use the word common, it applies to 2 or more numbers or things or people. For example, if I ask you what you and your siblings have in common, you might tell me that you bear the same surname with your sibling. Great! Now let's consider the multiples that 2 and 3 have in common. Multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and so on. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, and so on. Now, can we pick out the multiples they have in common? Yes, I see 6. Fantastic. I can also see 12. Correct. I can also see 18. A round of applause. Oh, I see 24. Beautiful. So we can say that 6, 12, 18, 24, and so on are common multiples of 2 and 3. Finally, I can find the lowest of all the common multiples. We have 6, 12, 18, 24. Which is the lowest of all these common multiples? It's 6. Wow! Excellent performance. Note, to find LCM, the first step is to find the multiples of the numbers in concern. Second step is to find the common multiples of the numbers in concern. Third step is to find the lowest of all the common multiples. I'll take it again. To find LCM, the first step is to find the multiples of the numbers in concern. Second step is to find the common multiples of the numbers in concern. Third step is to find the lowest of all the multiples. Another example, find the LCM of 3 and 4. Find the LCM of 3 and 4. Very simple. First step, find the multiples of 3 and 4. Find the multiples of 3 and 4. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. And multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and so on. Second step is to look for the common multiples of 3 and 4. The common multiples are 12, 24, 36. Great! Then the last step is to look for the lowest common multiple. Did I hear someone shouting 12? Wow, fantastic. You can try your hands on other examples. Just follow it step by step. Can you quickly find the LCM of 5 and 4? First step, find the multiples of 5, which are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. Find the multiples of 4. They are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, and so on. Second step, find the common multiples of 5 and 4. Yes, we have 20 and 40. Now the last step is to find the lowest of the common multiples. It's 20. Yes! I believe we had fun in today's teaching. Till I come your way again next week. Have fun and stay safe. Thank you.
This is an AIDS charity initiative. Powered by the Malala Fund.
This session is for secondary school children. Hello students, my name is Kemi Olofintila. You can call me Kemi. And today, I will be your ACE Radio School science teacher. Today, we will be talking about the immune system. Let's start by defining what the immune system is. The immune system is an important part of the human body that helps us to fight against diseases. It helps us to stay well and healthy. Let me tell you a brief story. Once upon a time, there were 2 houses with security guards at their gates. The houses had a lot of rooms in them. The first house had a fully armed security guard, and the other had an unarmed guard. One night, thieves raided the 2 houses and could not break into the first house because the armed guards overpowered the thieves. Although they broke into the second house with the unarmed guards. Can you tell me why they broke into the second house? Send your answers to the number that will be called at the end of the session. Like I defined earlier, the immune system is the part of the human body that protects against diseases and other potentially damaging foreign bodies called pathogens. If you remember clearly, some classes before now, we talked about pathogens and we mentioned the examples of pathogens, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi. When the immune system functions properly, it identifies and attacks these pathogens. From the story I told you earlier, the human body can be likened to the house. The guards can be likened to be the immune system, and the thieves trying to break into the house can be likened to pathogens. So that when pathogens are trying to break into our bodies to make us sick, the immune system fights against the pathogens. Now, if your immune system is strong enough, it overpowers the pathogens and you don't get sick. But if it is weak, the pathogens overpower your immune system and that is when you fall sick. Now let's continue. The immune system is categorized into two groups. One is the innate immune system, and the other is the adaptive immune system. The innate immune system is also called inborn immunity. It is the immune system that is already present in the body. It usually functions when the adaptive immunity fails. Examples of the innate immune system include the skin, the stomach acid, the enzymes found in the tears and skin oils, mucus, and cough reflex. It is important to note that it does not protect us against specific pathogens. Adaptive immune system, however, is acquired immunity. It is the immunity that is created as a result of an exposure to a pathogen. It targets specific pathogens of the body by recognizing them, processing them, and destroying them by specifically designed antibodies. The body stores this mechanism for future action in case such pathogens comes up again, and that is why it is referred to as the adaptive immune system. The parts of the body that consist of the immune system are the lymph nodes, the spleen, the bone marrow, the lymphocytes, the thymus, and the leukocytes. I'll start by defining what the leukocytes are. The leukocytes are white blood cells that help the body to identify and eliminate pathogens. They are examples of the innate immune system, and examples include what we call phagocytes, mast cells, and basophils. Another part of the body that make up the immune system is the lymphocytes. The lymphocytes are small white blood cells that help to defend the body against diseases. The lymphocytes consist of B cells and T cells. The B cells of the lymphocytes are antibodies that attack bacteria and toxins. The T cells destroy infected cells. The T cells are two types: the killer T cells and the helper T cells. The killer T cells kill cells that are infected by viruses and other pathogens, while the helper T cells help to determine which immune response the body will take to destroy a pathogen. Another part of the body is the lymph node. The lymph node are small bean-shaped structures, just like the beans that you eat, that produce and store cells that fight infections and diseases. It contains a clear fluid that distributes lymphocytes to different parts of the body. The clear fluid of the lymph nodes is called the lymph. The lymph nodes are usually enlarged and tender when they're trying to fight a pathogen. Another example of the human body that functions well as part of the immune system is the spleen. The spleen is actually the largest lymphatic organ in the body and is located under the ribs and slightly above your stomach. The spleen contains white blood cells called leukocytes, and they help to fight against infections also. The spleen controls the amount of blood in the body and clears damaged cells out of the blood. The bone marrow. The bone marrow is a yellow spongy tissue in the center of the bones, which produces white blood cells. It is found in the bones and contains immature cells called stem cells. The thymus. The thymus is a small organ shaped like the thyme leaf that we use as seasoning when we cook. And it is located beneath the breastbone, and it is the place where T cells mature. The thymus maintains the production of antibodies. Let's talk about one common disorder of the immune system. This is called immunodeficiency or weak immune system. This immune system disorder can be noticed through signs of fever or fatigue. It is diagnosed through testing of blood samples to measure the level of immune elements. Skin tests are also carried out for cases of allergies. This immune disorder can be treated through the replacement of deficiency elements or the infusion of antibodies into our bodies to help us fight the infections. We have come to the end of today's session. Remember, we talked about the immune system. We talked about the two types of immune system, the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. And we also talked about the different parts of the body that make up the immune system. That will be all for today. Remember to stay safe and wash your hands regularly. Bye.
Hello once again, children. If you have any questions about what you've learned today, please text 070 3630 3182.